good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push the post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. So we are going to jump right into the news today, you guys. I am going to be talking about emergency SNAP maximum benefits, of course, for the month of April. We got a couple of more states. I don't know exactly what's the total right now, but I did see 2 or 3 additional states added on, so I'm going to be giving you the payout information for that. And then we've got a little bit of some tea of what's going on when it comes to these gas card payments, possible stimulus payments, or whatever you want to call them. But before we get into that, I thought it'd be nice to talk a little bit about what's going on with Social Security, since I haven't really jumped on that subject in a while. Okay, it says Americans who receive Social Security benefits can look forward to a 5.9% increase in their yearly payment throughout 2022. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have already received payments. I'm not exactly sure, but this increase was implemented to reflect the rapidly rising U.S. inflation rate, which is now 7.5%, the highest rate since January of 1982. The cost of living adjustment payments are distributed on the 2nd through 4th Wednesdays, just in case you guys forgot, of every month, and the date is based on the recipient's birthday. For example, if your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of the month, you will be paid on the 2nd Wednesday of the month. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th of the month, you will be paid on the 3rd Wednesday. If your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st of the month, you will be paid on the 4th Wednesday. Here is a schedule I'm going to give you guys with payment dates for the rest of the year. So far in March, the last date that we have is March 23rd, which is actually today. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, you guys. I'm so sorry that I didn't post a video yesterday, but there was just a lot of work going on around my complex here. It was just too noisy and I just couldn't sit through it. So we have one more date, which is today in March, the 23rd. And then for April, we have April the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th. Then in May, we have May 11th, 18th, and the 25th. June, we have June 8th, 15th, and the 22nd. July, we have July 13th, 20th, and the 27th. August, we have August 10th, 17th, and the 24th. September, we have September 14th, 21st, and the 28th. October, we have October 11th. No, I'm sorry, October 12th, 19th, and the 26th. November, we have November 9th, 16th, and the 23rd. And then finally in December, we're going to end off with December the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. Okay, that is the payout dates for the remainder of this year. Okay, so this does go on to talk a little bit about Ssdi recipients who started claiming on or before 1997 will get their payments on the 3rd of every month. If the 3rd lands on a weekend or an eligible holiday, you'll get your benefits on the banking day before. Okay, so here's the payment schedule for Ssdi recipients. So far we've got March 3rd, which is already passed, and then instead of April 3rd, you're going to get it on April 1st. Then we have May 3rd, June 3rd, July 1st, April 3rd, 2nd, September 2nd, October 3rd, November 3rd, and December the 2nd. Okay, and again, that is for Ssdi. All right. Regular SSI recipients includes adults and children with a disability or blindness who have income and resources below specific financial limits. SSI payments are also made to people age 65 and older without disabilities who meet the financial qualifications. So the payment schedule for this year for SSI recipients is February 1st, March 1st, April 1st, April 29th, June 1st, July 1st, August 1st, September 1st, September 30th, November 1st, December 1st, and December the 30th. Okay, so I think that is all I have for Social Security news. Let me jump out of that. Now, headed over to my usual news source. There was a couple of topics that I wanted to talk to you guys about, but none more important than this one, at least to me. So, we have House Democrats wants to send you, wait, that's not the one that I was reading yesterday. Hold on, let me make sure I get the right one, because this one was different than the one that I read you guys the other day. Okay, so this is the one. So Democrats want to send us hundreds of dollars on a monthly basis to be able to afford the rising costs in gas. Now, this came out yesterday. It says soaring gas prices are causing pain at the pumps for American families, but House Democrats have a plan to ease the burden and help Americans stay solvent despite record high fuel prices. Democratic Representatives Mike Thompson of California, Lauren Underwood of Illinois, and John Larson of Connecticut introduced a bill that would provide monthly cash payments to help alleviate the burden of exorbitant gas prices. But how would the plan work? Who would qualify, and does it have any chance of actually becoming a law? Okay, so gas prices have been on the rise for over a year due to the effects of the pandemic on international supply and demand. OPEC slowed down on gas production, bruh. Can you talk today? Okay. Gas production, okay, once demand increased, leading to moderate price increases throughout 2021. The significant increase came after U.S. announced Russian sanctions in an answer to Russian President Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine, and gas prices increased 20%. Seemingly overnight. According to the AAA, the national average price for 1 gallon of gas is currently $4.24. So that's the national average is $4.24, because it ain't the average out here in California. I want to say the average out here, I don't know if it's going to correlate with what's in the news, but from what I've seen, the average could be anywhere from, like, I want to say $7. There's some places that are already at $8 and $9 a pump. I've told you guys that when I went to Los Angeles, or when I've driven close to Los Angeles, it's been around $6.50, or even higher in Beverly Hills. I know it's like $8, $9 already. The cheapest out here is $5.45, and again, that is for the lowest grade. According to, no, we already read that. So let's get into who would qualify for the gas credit. Like the child tax credit and the stimulus checks, direct cash payments that went out to American families, to Americans and American families, there are 2 income limits as to who would benefit from the plan. Income thresholds for the monthly payment would be similar to those used to determine eligibility for last year's final pandemic stimulus check, okay? Unmarried workers earning less than $75,000 will receive $100 per month, while those with joint income of less than $150,000 would receive $200 per month. But let me go on. It says both groups would also receive an additional $100 per month per dependent. Now, it does go on to say that this is an interesting point, as many dependents, a significant portion of whom are children under the 16, can actually drive. I don't know if that's accurate, because there's quite a few 16, I want to say sometimes even 15, depending on how young their parents decide to teach them how to drive, are driving. Okay, now whether or not they own a car is completely different. The cash would be doled out only when the national gas average is above $4 per gallon, which it is right now. Per the earlier note, it's currently $4.24. Okay, whether or not that is going to pass, I don't know, you guys, but we're going to get into what the Republicans have to say about that, because you know that article popped up today. So they're already against it. They're going to be against giving any type of money to the American people. That's just how they are. They don't believe in giving out cash. They want to preserve the cash for themselves. A top GOP senator fiercely criticized some ideas Democrats are floating to address high gas prices. Senator John Thune called gas cards and stimulus checks a gimmick. I don't see how providing relief to Americans for a situation that is not their fault is a gimmick, but this is how he feels. Democrats have few levers to pull to fight inflation. Senate Republicans are pummeling Democrats for proposals. Some are floating to help Americans feeling the squeeze from higher gas prices. Clearly, this administration has concluded is that they can throw some gimmicks at this issue. This is also coming from Senator John Thune, who noted this yesterday at a weekly GOP press conference, noting that some Democratic ideas on the table, including additional direct payments, gas cards, and suspending the gas tax, he's not for it. All steps that would make inflation worse, he said. Other Republicans, like Senator John Barrasso, I don't know if I'm saying it right, of Wyoming, criticized the Biden administration for not prioritizing domestic oil production enough. He wants the White House to cut regulatory red tape and authorize new oil pipelines. Those steps will likely take years to result in more oil production without addressing the problem now. So, I mean, if we already know that that's not going to address the problem now, but giving out gas cards is not going to address the problem of their lack of supply when it comes to oil. obviously, but it is going to address the problem of people not being able to purchase gas, because sooner or later that's going to become a thing. People are not going to go to work just for the sake of purchasing gas to go to work, and that's literally what it's going to become. I kind of this is similar to the situation where I spoke to you guys about when it comes to childcare. For most parents, they need childcare in order for them to go to work, but because childcare prices are so high, most people end up, if they're not working 2 to 3 jobs, then that one job's paycheck earnings is going to go solely to childcare, which doesn't leave any money for the rest of the things that they need to run their household: the toilet paper, the groceries, gas to put in their car, or even fare to get on the bus. That stuff is not covered when you're paying for childcare. Same thing could be said of gas. Now, obviously, gas is not, it's not going to cost you $300 and something a week, but honestly, for some people, it might. It depends on what you're doing, how often you're driving. If you're traveling more than 50 miles to and from work, gas prices will significantly start to affect your ability to take care of other household things, because you'll be spending more money on gas. So I think that they need to take all of that into consideration instead of totally dismissing the fact that cash and in the form of stimulus checks or even gas cards is relevant, because it is so very relevant to what's going on right now. Moving on, though, let's jump into emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of April, you guys. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just counting how many states we have. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 states currently that has been approved for emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of April. Now I'm going to recheck it again. It is currently what time is it? 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time where I am. So as of right now, the states that have been approved, I just want to make sure, because the other day there was another state that popped up after I had already ended and posted that video, so I didn't get a chance to give you guys the additional states, but it's okay, because we're gonna give you all of that today. So as of today, Wednesday, the 23rd, we have Alabama at April the 30th, Maine at April the 8th, Michigan, April the 16th through the 25th, New Jersey, April the 1st through the 5th. Then we have North Carolina at April the 22nd through the 30th, and then May 1st. Oregon, April the 11th, 28th, and then May 2nd. Rhode Island, April the 3rd. South Carolina, April the 1st through the 19th for currently approved households. And then for any new cases, going to be from the 1st through the 29th, okay? I did want to note that for South Carolina, generally what they always say is that benefits will start to pay out on the 2nd. So if you didn't get it on the 1st, then you're going to get it from the 2nd. Okay, just putting that out there. Washington will be April the 2nd through the 26th. West Virginia will be April the 5th, and then a final May 10th. Wisconsin has been approved, but I have not been able to find the payout information, but they are on the USDA website. And then we have Wyoming at April the 2nd through the 5th. Now, I did want to clear up a couple of things for you guys. I don't know if you're new subscribers or what, but you guys seem to always come back asking me about California. I think a lot of people literally just jump to the comment section to see if there's any information posted in there, and then when they can't get it, they ask questions. I'm sorry, honey, but you're gonna have to watch the video if you want to get the information. Now, whether or not the other viewers decide to put that information in the comment section for you is one thing, but I'm not gonna go over this information over and over and over again. You're gonna have to watch the video. So for California, for those of you guys who may have missed it, for California, we have not been approved for April as of yet. We were approved for March. March benefits will be paid next month in April, but February benefits will be paid this month in March. And I gave you guys 2 dates, which was the 19th of March and the 26th of March. Okay, now the 19th has already passed. Thank you. The 19th has already passed, and I believe that was on a Friday. So if you didn't get it on that Friday, then you should have gotten it on that Sunday, which would have been the 21st. Is it 21st? No. Whatever that Sunday was is when you should have gotten it. I think it's the 20th. Let me just make sure before I confuse you guys further. Okay, so the 19th was actually a Saturday. You should have gotten it on the 20th, like I said, which was a Sunday, because California does not pay out on a Saturday. They will either pay out on a Friday or a Sunday. So since the date was actually for the 19th, which is a Saturday, then you should have received your extra benefits on the 20th. Now, there was another date for California, and it was the 26th of March, which is also for a Saturday. So for that, which is this weekend, you will get your benefits on Sunday, which is the 27th. So I just wanted wanted to point that out for you guys. For California, let me say it again for those of you guys in the back of the room that's not paying attention. For California, February benefits will be paid out this month in March. Now, there are two different cases that you can have. Some got their benefits last weekend on the 20th. The rest will get their benefits this weekend on the 27th, which is Sunday. Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that for you guys and let you know that date wasn't wrong. That is a date that is actually on the USDA website. Okay, again, California has not been approved for April as of yet. We were approved for March, and those benefits will be paid out next month. Let me see. While we're here, we might as well just take a gander at March benefits and then go over the ones that still have days left. So this is for March, y'all. This is for March now. So pay attention. This is for March. Emergency SNAP for March. So we have Alaska is going to continue all the way up until the end of this month. California, April the 16th for California. Okay. Connecticut is going to continue until giving out benefits every Friday until all of March is complete. Delaware, you should have gotten your benefits today, the 23rd. Georgia, they're going to start paying out next week. Is going to be March the 28th through the 31st. Hawaii, you're going to receive those benefits April the 12th. Illinois is going to be March the 12th. March the 21st through the 29th. Kansas is April the 15th through the 24th. Maryland is going to continue all the way up until the end of this month. Massachusetts, it's April 4th. Michigan, it's March 19th through the 28th. New Hampshire, you have two more dates, April the 3rd and the 15th. New Mexico is going to continue all the way up until the end of the month. New York City, you've got a couple of more dates between the 21st and the 25th. And then you also have the 28th through the 30th. Sorry about that, y'all. Something went down the wrong pipe. As you can tell, it's still affecting my voice. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, New Hampshire, they have two more dates left, April the 3rd and the 15th. And then we have New Mexico all the way up until the end of the month. I ended off on New York City by saying that they have a couple more days between the 21st and the 25th. And then the 28th through the 30th, okay? North Carolina will also continue up until the end of this month, the 31st. Ohio, you should get your benefits tomorrow on the 24th. Oregon, they have March the 30th and then April the 1st. Pennsylvania, you have the 24th through the 26th, and then the 29th and the 30th of March, and then May 6th. Utah is going to be March the 27th. Vermont, April the 14th. West Virginia, you have a final run April the 13th. Wisconsin, you have a final run May the 7th, and that is it. So that completes everyone who is still waiting for benefits as it pertains to March. And yeah, you guys, so as always, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you guys in the least little bit. Do me a favor if you haven't already. Don't forget to smash that like button because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. Also, you guys, don't forget to check out my merch shop as it will be down below this video. And as always, you guys, I'm going to say, remember to live, love, and elevate because that's all we can do in this life and in the next. And I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.